You'd think for such a gimmick and shambles of a main event, they would put on a half decent card. This card, it's it's awful. It's awful. Let's be honest here, it's awful. Um, I'm not hyped for this one bit. I'm gonna watch, obviously, but it's awful. For a main event like this is an awful main event, which makes boxing look terrible. It makes boxing look like a gimmick sport. It makes boxing look like an all-round joke. But it makes boxing look like a circus, basically. And this card, Jesus Christ, there's so many questionable things to say about it. Yeah, look, we'll start off talking about this main event fight. RICO fighting for a world heavyweight title makes boxing look like a circus. It makes boxing look weird. He's had one boxing fight, and that was 12 years ago. Yes, he's the kickboxing heavyweight GOAT, but why is he fighting Alexander Usyk, who is the undisputed, well, unified champ, should be undisputed champ, but obviously, he's made to vacate. So he could get this fight. Yeah. But yeah, the sanctioning bodies have approved of this. You don't even need to say much about this main event. We know what it is. We know it's a joke. We know it's a gimmick. It's bad on Usyk for taking this. Look, I'm a strong believer in, yes, with what Usyk's done in the sport, he can do whatever he likes. And I was saying that before this fight was announced. But I think when we were saying he can do whatever he likes, we're thinking, yeah, look, he can fight a Deontay Wilder. Even though Wilder's way past it. If he wants to get through, the AJ Fury and Wilders, then you do that. You go and fight Wilder. Fighting Rico. He's not even a boxer. In a gimmick fight, which everyone slagged Fury off for doing, which everyone slagged Mayweather off for doing, everyone slagged AJ off for doing. This is now happening. This is a joke. This is a misfits boxing fight. That's what this is. It's a misfits boxing fight where, you've got literally the best boxer of the generation on it. That's it. Right, whatever. On to our co-main event. Hamza Shiraz is fighting for a world title. Against who, you may ask? Well, that's your answer. Against who? Against who? You could have got someone better. But no, you've got a hold of Alem Bejic, who's got one of the most padded records for 29-0 I've seen, honestly. Poor. It's just questionable fights in questionable fights in Germany and Switzerland and Austria. That is it. Why is Hamza Shiraz fighting Alim Bejic? The answer is against who? Why is this happening? Again, they could have stuck someone decent in with him, and it's like, get people talking, but no, they've decided not to do that for some weird reason. I don't know why. Like, stick him in there with just anyone, like Lester Martinez or something, or I don't know. But you could have done something better than this. I'm not gonna lie though. Looking at this super middleweight division right now, it is dead as it is, though, isn't it? It's not great right now. It's not. Oh my word. I mean, he's come off a great win against Edgar Berlanga. Hamza Shiraz. It's a great win where people doubted him. I didn't. I knew he'd get the job done. But yeah, it's not his fault. Obviously, he's got what's been offered to him. This isn't on Shiraz at all. You've got a world title fight like this. You're going to accept it. It's an easy cash grab. It's an easy win. It's the easiest route to a title that a British fighter's had in a long time. It's the easiest route to a world title that anyone's had in a long time. Hamza Shiraz taking this fight against an unbeaten guy with one of the most padded records that I've seen for 29-0. Fighting for a world title. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think it's an absolute joke. I think it's boring. It's I don't get it. I do not get why this is a fight that is going down. I don't get why this is a fight which is happening. It's it's pointless. It is pointless. But Shiraz will get his moment, which will be cool. But it's like, Turkey's a big fan of Hamza, so it's like, oh, give him the easiest route possible here. That's what they're doing. It's a joke. Just like, Turkey ran backstage, make a quick phone call when Shiraz was fighting Adames, just to make sure that, Shiraz didn't lose. But, yeah, I like Shiraz, though, so it's okay. But, yeah, they're just spoon feeding him. That's what they're doing. They are spoon feeding Hamza Shiraz. Okay, next up then. I actually like this fight. Jack Catterall versus Giashov. Giashov. I actually like the fight. It's not going to be very entertaining though, but I am intrigued by it. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see who wins. I'm not really intrigued to see the fight. I know it's going to be dull, and it's like, that's the downside. Do you really want to put a fight like that on a card like this? Like, make the undercard as entertaining as possible, because the main event's a shambles. Make the undercard good. At least with Shiraz and Bejit, we're going to see, a highlight reel stoppage or knockout from Shiraz. Here in this fight, it's just going to be a 12-round close but boring decision. But I'm intrigued to see who nicks it though. I think Giasov has a very good chance. It's definitely very tough stylistically for Jack Catterall. Giasov has got a very good amateur pedigree. Very good amateur pedigree. They all do in Uzbekistan though. So, and I do like watching the Uzbekistan's fight, but I know these two styles just are not going to mold whatsoever. It's not going to be a nice watch. I don't think you should have it on a card like this. You need the undercard fights as entertaining as possible to a main event like this. And that is not what this is. This is a good fight to make, definitely. I like that they've made this fight, Katar and Giasov, but it's not going to be an entertaining fight. It's not a fan-friendly fight at all. It's not a casual-friendly fight, and that's who's going to be tuning into this mostly, because it's USYK who's in the main event. Okay, but we have then got Frank Sanchez and Richard Torres Jr., which, to be honest, is the best fight on the card. That is the best fight on the card. That is something which I think has saved something. Again, though, I think it's going to be a good fight, but the name value isn't there for either guy. Torres is like America's best heavyweight right now. I'm not fully sold on him. I don't think people fully are. If he gets a good win here, then I think people change their minds on him. He's still not got a name value though, and Frank Sanchez has really fell under the radar since his loss to Caballero, which is a shame because he was clearly injured in that fight. He shouldn't have gone ahead with it, but there was a big bag, so I get it. But yeah, he's gotten both. Both got a good opportunity here. It's a fight that should be spoken about more, but neither guy has got the name that they should have. So it's like, I don't think it's a fight that brings in those casuals to watch. It's not a fight that's going to get people tuning in early to watch it. But I'm intrigued by it. I think we're going to see a good fight here. It's definitely the best fight on the card. But I don't think it's got much of an appeal overall to a massive audience. It is what it is, though. We're all going to watch it. Let's wait and see what happens. I think it's more unpredictable than people think, Frank Sanchez and Torres. But yeah, I guess, the atmosphere is going to be interesting. The background of it's going to be interesting. The pyramids of Giza going to be behind it. I'm looking forward to see how it's all going to be set up. But it's stacked, it's not stacked. It's strange matchmaking. You've got some names on the card, but it's like, and you got some potential good fights, but you need better than this for a shambles main event.